Hello, everybody. It is Zankoku, and I am doing this video in my normal live stream setup here because this is probably, most likely, almost definitely the last time you will see this in a new video. I was going to make this video to complain about something that happened. If you may have remembered, I received a channel strike back in February, community guideline strike, which, you know, I'm not going to get into. It's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. Anyways, whatever. And so because of that, my live streaming privileges were revoked. Now, according to everything on YouTube's own website, it says after the strike expires, 90 days, which it's been 95 days about, I would get my streaming privileges reinstated. That did not happen. So right before I was about to record the video here, doing this to complain about like how YouTube just, you know, is BS, I went to click on to my channel so that I could show you on my my video here, you know, exactly where it says everything. But to my horror and dismay and also annoyance, I received yet another community guideline strike. This time, the video that has been hit was my Eat the Schoolgirl. That's fucked up episode, Eat the Schoolgirl. That movie is nuts and insane, and if you can watch it, it's also called, like, I think, Osaka Phone Club, I think is the alternate title. Anyways, awesomely messed up movie, really disgusting in a lot of ways. Anyways, so that video has been removed from YouTube also, so guess what? That's going to go up on my Minds channel now, because my Minds channel is going to be basically the place where I put all my, I guess, too controversial for YouTube stuff. So expect that to be there. And if you haven't stopped by my Minds channel, which is minds.com/Zankoku, I also have already kind of a while ago put up an uncensored version of my freezing review. If you've seen my freezing review on my channel, there are black bars covering certain naughty bits. Well, in my Minds channel, there aren't any black bars covering anything. Anyways, so it's my continued test to see how Minds deals with their situation, because they claim to be, you know, anti-censorship. So I am going to definitely test that, and I have, and so far, not a lot of views, so I mean, I guess it's not really a good test. But anyways, so expect that episode of That's Fucked Up to be shown there. But yeah, so the video was supposed to be about me complaining, like, okay, I've waited the 90 days, it's supposed to be reinstated. It sucked that I couldn't live stream because I love talking to you guys, I really do, and it sucked. But now it's almost as if, I don't know, if it was they were planning this or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. But then all of a sudden I go, and lo and behold, oh, another strike. So you know what? It's to the point where I can't put anything on YouTube at this point except boring reviews where I just stand in front of the camera and show nothing, show zero anything, because my God, any kind of clip, even if it's all fair use, doesn't matter. Any kind of, like, and I can't reference anything awesome because even talking about the awesome stuff is bad. So I'm pretty much in this position where, yeah, I guess I quit YouTube. I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to upload another video after this. It's been made abundantly clear that YouTube is just getting worse and worse and worse. They are not transparent. They do not talk to people. They do not tell you what's what's up, what's wrong, what's right. You know, they don't work with their creators to say, hey, look, we know you don't want to run afoul, so we're going to help you. We're going to tell you what's wrong. And like, honestly, what they should do is, you know, say, hey, look, this is wrong. We're going to give you a chance. You remove it, or you fix this, this, and this. We'll let you upload it, re-upload it. But they don't do that. They don't do that. They just say, fuck you. You got to strike. Fuck off. Get out of here. You know, we don't give a shit about you. I mean, that's basically what YouTube is telling me, telling anyone who's not a gigantic mega channel. Because a gigantic mega channel gets away with everything. As long as it doesn't become like a national story, they will get away with it. Like, you know, that whole Jake Paul, Logan Paul, I don't know. They're both douchebags, whatever. Either one of, like, whatever. If there was no internet outcry against what happened, you know, showing, like, I've never shown an actual dead person or exploited someone's suicide for views or, you know, notoriety. But, you know, that guy he was going to get away with it. He was going to get away with it, but then there was like this internet backlash, and then YouTube begrudgingly, I mean, literally, because he was one of their stars. He was in his YouTube Red stuff, all that stuff. You know, they were building stuff and making money off of him. And they begrudgingly, like, for instance, if he wasn't a partner of us, he would have been gone in a second. His channel would have disappeared in a second, in a snap of the fingers. And what he got was, like, you know, a slap on the wrist, a minor blip. I mean, right now, you know, he probably doesn't need YouTube as much as YouTube needs him in that situation. But that's, I don't know. I'm just frustrated because I was just gonna like have like a thing where I was just gonna say, hey, look, I'm going to put it out there. Maybe YouTube fixes it after like a couple months, whatever. I don't know. I might end up live streaming again. I don't know. But at this point, I log on to my account and I see that stupid pink screen of death. And I go, come on. Seriously. Come on. There's gotta be a place for non-pornographic content. And it's not pornographic. There is no nudity in that freaking video. Sure, I'm talking about what happens in the movie, which you might end up, I don't know, depending on, you know, their deals and distributors, they might actually have that movie available on YouTube to buy, which is kind of freaking insane because there's a bunch of movies on YouTube that you can go and purchase that have all kinds of cussing, swearing, nudity, sexual depravity all over it. And they're fine with that having on the platform just because people have to pay for it, I guess. I don't know. Well, you know, you can make all the money in the world off of that shit. You don't give a shit about how bad, offensive, whatever it is. But man, I talk about a movie. Show some scenes and be very careful to edit anything that would be, you know, beyond. And look what happens. Look what happens. I mean, I try very hard to not run afoul of these guidelines that are so vague that I just don't even know. I mean, it's stupid. It's age restricted. It's not for kids. What is the problem? You know, are you telling me adult people cannot be trusted to handle that shit? Are you telling me that's the problem? You can't trust adult human beings to be able to handle that shit. You know, YouTube, you're so... I mean, I hope that PragerU wins that lawsuit against you. You need to be taught a lesson. Honestly, YouTube needs to fail. That's going to be the end. Because the problem is, you've got some competitors out there, but YouTube is so large and so influential, and backed by Google and everything behind that, Alphabet Corp, whatever you want to call it, that it can just crush them. It can just out exposure them, and they won't have a chance to grow and compete because of that, because YouTube is just so massive. It's going to take YouTube to fail because, I mean, there's going to be, let's be honest, the majority of people using YouTube aren't really caring about all this bullshit happening with content creators, as long as they can find their cat videos and you know, sure, one content YouTuber that they like goes away, there's like 15 other to replace that person with the same type of content. So you know, they don't really care. So what would have to happen is that the site would have to fail. It'd have to crumble and fall apart, and then people will be like, I need to figure out someplace else to go to watch this content. And hopefully, and hopefully someone will go and look at all the mistakes YouTube made and go, look, we can do it. We can do it better, and we can do it and help people and have an actual diversity of content. An actual diversity of content that's not all, you know, that embraces the fact that there are people out there who want to know about movies like Eat the Schoolgirl and want to know the nitty gritty and aren't offended that a nipple here or there are shown, even though there were no nipples, no anuses, no genitals, no nothing in that video being shown. But, you know, there are people who like exploitation. There are people who like nasty, gory horror movies and violent video games. And, you know, having someone like I see like a bunch of streamers were angry way back because Friday the 13th was getting all kinds of shade thrown at it by YouTube because it's basically you're going around murdering people as Jason Voorhees. And that's bad. And those murders over the top, like Mortal Kombat X style stuff, that's ridiculous and that can't be shown. I mean, give me a break. There's got to be some place that goes out there and just says, look, we can do it. We can do it all. We can have a site that does everything. You can have a spot where we have hardcore pornography. We have a spot for, you know, regular adult people who just want entertainment, and, you know, and then we can have, you know, the teen stuff, and we can have the kids stuff, and we can all be under one umbrella, sectioned off, age verified and everything. And no one has to worry about being censored for the wrong opinions, and no one has to worry about like these crazy community guidelines that can be just used as a silver bullet to shoot down any channel for any reason, no matter what, fair or unfair. That's what we need, but I think the only way I can see that actually happening is for YouTube to just fail. Because as long as YouTube's there, it has its reach and its popularity, and it is as big as it is, there's no way any like real competitor can kind of, you know, chip into that. But YouTube, in and of itself, in its own way, is helping that happen. YouTube, the people who are running it, the people who are behind the scenes, they're helping its own demise because they are pissing off wave after wave of people who help create this diverse community, this full of all kinds of different videos and thoughts and ideas. They are helping little by little by alienating them and their audiences and forcing them to go away, to go elsewhere, to do other things. And eventually they're going to continue to do this type of stuff that's been ruining its reputation, messing with its audience and its partners, its creators. And soon it's going to completely fall apart. And then hopefully there is a entity out there who's like, look, we want a completely open platform, and we understand that there can be content that's very extreme, and then we'll have places for that, and there will be advertisers who actually want to or don't mind having ads on that type of stuff, as well as, you know, having spots for, you know, different demographics, different age groups. And it's funny because talking about some of this, because it's been in the ether for a long time. But my brother even thought of something as like, there, who right now would have kind of like the infrastructure in place that could be a viable replacement to YouTube, or to actually at least maybe even get to coming close to being that. And he actually threw out Pornhub, because Pornhub, I mean, it hosts just thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands, maybe even in the millions of videos. And they let people upload. And of course they have the same, things about, copyright, and they don't allow, certain crazy content. But they have like a video service, people with channels and stuff, I believe. And so they actually have kind of an infrastructure in there, and they could just, basically, rename it, section off the stuff, still have the porn, but then have content that YouTube would be like, oh man, controversial, we can't touch that, and be allowed, and allow, people to have their say, have their views out there, without fear of the PC culture police, B, the prude police, and C, vague, unclear guidelines, and have a clear idea of what's okay and what's not okay. I mean, like, I am of an opinion that a site should just allow everything that's not illegal. I mean, honestly, I don't care. I don't care, how controversial it is. If you're a jerk and you make disgusting, crazy claims, you'll find your audience, yes. But you'll also have all your stuff exposed and out on the internet, and people will know who you are. And, life can treat you according to, knowing exactly who you are. If you're a racist piece of shit, then everyone will know that. And, you could lose your friends. If you could lose some business because they're like, well, you're that asshole from the internet, I don't want to do business with you. Things like that. I mean, that stuff will kind of take care of itself. And, at least we'll know where people stand, and they're not hiding behind, trying to keep themselves from getting dinged by all this nonsense. Anyways, I don't know. So I'm just angry. I'm upset. I was really looking forward to streaming again, and I'm now not able to. Whatever. And I mean, so I don't know, maybe because this whole thing was pending at the time that the first strike, expired. I don't know. And that's why the live streaming was continued to be disabled, because they were still dealing with that. I don't know. But I don't even bother. I like this one. I didn't even bother to hit appeal, because it doesn't matter. No one's actually going to look at this. No human being on YouTube was going to review that. Anyways, it was going to be auto-denied. The appeal would have been auto-denied anyways. And, why bother filling out that tiny 5 or 4-inch box with a sentence saying that it doesn't violate, because you can't even adequately defend yourself in the 4-inch box. So, I mean, what's the point? They're not, I mean, there's no point. See, YouTube, you've done it. You've destroyed me. You've destroyed my will to make videos. You destroyed my drive. See, when I started here many years ago, it was fun. It was exciting. I loved getting the feedback from the fans, and you made it to be not fun. Now, when I make a video, I am so paranoid and nervous about what magical, unseen, invisible guideline am I going to be berated for, hit over the head by? This time, this time. What is it going to be this time? Whatever. Anyways, so I guess I don't know. So streaming wise, maybe I'll stream on Twitch. I don't know. I mean, I'll need some games or something. I don't know, but no one knows I'm on Twitch, so whatever. No one gets a notification when I start streaming on Twitch. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is just so frustrating and so angering. And I really wish this hasn't happened. I thought, okay, it's May. It's been 90 days. My channel's back in good standing. And, I'm ready to just move on and try to do something with this channel. And, have another conversation with my wonderful wonderful subscribers and viewers. But I can't do it. And it's a shame. It's a shame. It really is a shame. And it's depressing. It's depressing. And I don't, not to get personal and stuff like that. So, oh my God, I'm gonna have to get myself a little drink because it's all this talking. But it's a shame. It is a shame. It is depressing, and literally it does. It makes me feel bad. It makes me sad, and it it's just another thing. It's just another thing. I mean, this is just another, I guess you would say, failure in my life that I have to deal with. It's like you work hard, you try something, you think you're doing well, you think you're doing all right, and then you're hit, you're blindsided by things, and now you're just left shell shocked, and you're like, what do you do from here? What do you do from here? So I don't know. I don't know what I do from here, honestly. I don't know. I really don't. So I guess I don't know. I guess, perhaps everything I'm gonna have is just gonna be flagged, and I'm just not gonna have a channel at all. I guess. I don't know. It seems dumb. Seems stupid. And all for what? All because, you keep changing the rules. You keep moving the goalposts, you keep moving the bar, you keep, you don't clearly talk to your creators. You just do whatever you want, I guess. That's fine, whatever. Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I'm just a guy who wanted to, share some funny things on the internet, make some people laugh, show people like, hey, these things exist, and if you happen to like that type of stuff, well, then there they are. They exist. You can go find them and be happy. Or you can share in the outrage or the absurdity that I have about that stuff. I don't know. It's dumb. It's stupid. And yeah. I guess I'm just gonna end it now. With, something that it'll probably be the last time you'll ever see. I don't know. Anyways, Maybe I'll talk to you guys later somehow. I don't know. See ya.